Khan, Shalawam, Shalawam, Call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Shabbat Shalom to all the peaceful children out there, to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. This your Captain Khalil, K.O.Y. Israelites.
Khan, Shalawam, Shalawam. Uh, Peace and blessings, right? Barakatah to Banyan YASHARAHLA, right? The children of Israel, the keepers at home, right? The women being keepers at home, the children, reverencing their family, their aunties, uncles, mom, dad, respecting the elders, right? Shalom to the elders out there, the Zakomium, right? Shalom to all the Ox, the Akim and the Akwakium, right? This is another Shabbat service, where we're able to dive deep into the law, man. A lot of times people neglect going into this book of the law, because I think sometimes your spirit's scared of what you might find. You know what I mean? But hey, they got some stuff in here that we're gonna bring to life today, man. Lord willing, y'all hang in there with us. We're gonna go into these the gospels, the prophets, and dive deep into this law, man.
Khan, that's right, that's right. If you tuned into our last Torah portion classes, we was bringing out the book of Numbers. We started in book of Numbers chapter 1, ended at verse 4, right? I mean, chapter 4, right? It gets a lot into how to, situate and organize the camps when they get ready to actually move on and about in the wilderness. Certain camps here, certain camps placed here. Who was charged with tearing up and bringing down or like rearing up and bringing down the tabernacle, man. From the pillars to the badger skins to the tabernacle gates, the doors. Who was charged with, taking care of the instruments thereof. So we went a lot into that in the previous Torah portion. So we're gonna kind of continue on that, you know. So yes, let's get it. Book of Numbers, right? Chapter 4, yo. Wait, I'll give y'all a quick minute to, bust up in the books. Make sure y'all got your notepads, your highlighters, the swords open and all that, man. Let's get into this thing. All right, Shabbat Shalom once again.
This ain't it. We gotta be extra.
All right, so here we go, right? This is the book of Numbers, chapter 4 and verse 21, right? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take also the sum of the sons of Gershon throughout the houses of their fathers by their families, from 30 years old and upward until 50 years old shalt thou number them, all that enter in to perform the service, to do the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. Right?
So these brothers, this they whole life, right? From 30 to 50, they waiting for these things to pop off so they could do their duty. You feel what I'm saying? And their duty, right? We're gonna get into it, but they got to be very strong to be able to do their duties, man.
That's right. And just a quick recap, real quick. The sons of Gershon, the sons of Mirai, and the sons of Korath, right? The Korathites, right? These are the branches stemming from the tribe of Levi. So they're all the tribe of Levi, right? But of their respective households, right? So verse 24. This is the service of the families of the Gershonites to serve and for burdens. And they shall bear the curtains of the tabernacle and the tabernacle of the congregation, his covering, and the covering of the badger skins that is above upon it, and the hanging for the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the hangings of the court, and the hanging for the door of the gate of the court, which is by the tabernacle and by the altar round about, and their cords and all the instruments of their service, and all that is made for them, so shall they serve. Right. So this is their specific duty, right? The house, the family of Gershon, right? At the appointment of Aaron and his sons shall be all the service of the sons of the Gershonites, in all their burdens and in all their service, and ye shall appoint unto them in charge all their burdens. This is the service of the families of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation, and their charge shall be under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest.
Con.
Right?
So this is their family line, right? The Gershonites, right, is from the son of Aaron, Gershon, right?
That's right. That's right. Right. Verse 29. As for the sons of Merari, thou shalt number them after their families by the house of their fathers. From 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, shalt thou number them.
Mm-hmm.
Every one that entereth into the service to do the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. And this is the charge of their burden, right? Another word for charge will go into commandments, right? This is their command, right? And this is the charge of their burden according to all their service in the tabernacle of the congregation, the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof, and the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords, with all their instruments, and with all the service. And by name ye shall reckon the instruments of the charge of their burden. Right. So let me just pull up a quick image of the tabernacle real quick, man, for better edification purposes, so y'all can actually get a good imagination on this thing. Right. That's a good one right here. Come on. Right. So this right here, what's lucky? Yeah, it's a good. This was better. So they were charged with, see these pillars on the side, right? They were charged. This is what they're commanded to service, right? Whether you moving about the wilderness, having to take down all of these instruments and all of these items, you have to take it down, pack it up, get them moving. Then when you land in a specific place in the wilderness, you would rear all these things back up in place. So they were charged with keeping the pillars, right? Handle the pillars and the sockets thereof and everything that was just named. Con, right? Verse 33, right? Verse 33. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, according to all their service in the tabernacle of the congregation, under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. Right, so that's what they was charged with. That's what they have to do. That's their job, right? Verse 34. And Moses and Aaron and the chief of the congregation numbered the sons of the Kohathites after their families and after the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even up to 50 years old, every one that entereth into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. And those that were numbered of them by their families were 2,750. Man, these were they that were numbered of the families of the Kohathites, all that might do service in the tabernacle of the congregation, which Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandment of Yahweh by the hand of Moses. That's a lot of children, man. Verse 38. And those that were
2,750.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
That's right. That's right. Right. Verse 38. And those that were numbered of the sons of Gershon throughout their families and by the house of their fathers, right, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, every one that entereth into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. even those that were numbered of them, right, the Gershonites, right, throughout their families by the house of their fathers were 2,630. Mm. These are they that were numbered of the families of the sons of Gershon, of all that might do service in the tabernacle of the congregation, whom Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandment of Yahweh. Right? And those that were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari throughout their families by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, everyone that entereth into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation, even those that were numbered of them after their families, were 3,200. Right?
Con, do me a favor right quick. Go grab this precept. Uh,
Con,
Matthew 25 and 26.
con. This is the book of Matthew, chapter
Hold on,
25,
hold
and
on.
verse.
Before you read it. Before you read it. So, the Most High never dealt with us as being like lazy people. You feel what I'm saying? If you were born, you had a purpose, right? Whether it was to take care of the cattle, take care of the flock, right? Take care of the birds, pigeons, chickens, turtle doves, right? When you were born, you always had a purpose, man. You feel what I'm saying? Something that you need to do for YASHARAHLA. So no matter what son you were, whether it was a Judite, a Levite, a Aaronite, a Gershonite, a, Ephraimite, Manassite, Gadite, Reubenite, no matter what tribe you came from, you had work to do, man. You feel what I'm saying? So, when you come into this truth, just remember, man, how the Lord feel about a slothful person or a lazy person, man. Right? Go ahead.
That's right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and verse number 26. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto every one that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath.
So, hey man, you gotta remember, man, the Lord not playing. You feel what I'm saying? And I want some more on this. The Lord not playing. You feel what I'm saying? If He gave you a talent, hey, you're supposed to flip that to two, then flip it to four, then flip it to six, flip it to eight, flip it to 10, flip it to 12. You feel what I'm saying? If the Lord gave you something, learn how to use that thing, man. If you was good at herding sheep, hey man, perfect how to herd sheep, man, right? If you was good at making garments, make garments, man. Right? If you learned how to do something and you perfected it, perfect that thing, do it, man. If you know how to teach, teach to the best of your ability. Find out your flaws, purge out your flaws, and teach. Right? If you're a reader, read, and then find out who's the greatest reader in Israel and try to beat that person, right? At being the best reader in Israel. And it's not a prideful thing. It's just you um 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 how can I say it? You're taking in consideration the tokens that the Lord had given you, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding that the Lord had given you, and you're using it for the kingdom, right? For the kingdom of Yasharahla.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Come. Verse 30. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness.
He said, "Hey man, you going back to sleep, man. I don't even want you no more, man. So if you're not reading, if you're not studying, if you're not vexed every time you miss a day of reading, or a time period that you're supposed to be reading, hey man, you might be getting cast out into other darkness, man. Right? we gotta watch these things, man. If it vex you every time a brother puts something in the group chat, right? To read some new chapters, that you haven't read in a while, then hey man, you might be getting cast out into utter darkness, man. You gotta understand, man. If you're not reading, the Lord already trying us. If you're not reading, bro, you're gonna fall by the wayside, man.
That's right.
Right?
Con.
Keep going on.
There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Con, that's all I want on that. Give me Proverbs 6 and 6, and then we'll get
Con, I
back
got
to
a I got a
we'll,
precept there for that. Con.
Con. We'll get back to the lesson at hand. Right.
Con.
6 and 6, and let's go to 8.
Con. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 6. Go to the ant,
Mm-hmm.
thou sluggard,
Mm-hmm.
consider her ways and be wise.
Hey man, and this wasn't a suggestion, man. Right? This wasn't a suggestion, man. Picture you got a general, what I mean, at the in the army, and he said, "Hey, bro, look, Lieutenant, I need you to go to the ants, and I need you to watch them and see how they move, and I need you to build me the side of the army to move your side of the army to move like that."
That's
Right?
right.
It wasn't a suggestion, man. It wasn't a accent situation. No, he telling you go check them out, man. Look at them. Sit there for an hour and watch the ants, man. You'll see one go way over there, right? See him on his way back, then see him come all the way, go back out, and then see him on his way back, right? Thou sluggard, man, go pay attention to the ants, man, and consider their ways, right? Verse 7.
Con. Which having no guide,
Uh-huh.
overseer, or ruler.
They don't need nobody to tell them nothing. Once the queen ant or the mother ant or whoever is at the crib say, look, I need to eat today. You know what I mean? What you gonna do? All them niggas just get to work, man. They don't have nobody on the outside saying, well, get to work. No,
That's
man.
right.
They get to work until nightfall, man. You'll see
That's
some
right.
of them, they still out there during the night, man. You know? Do you really
Con.
want this thing? Do you really want the kingdom, man? Right? Are you working overtime, man? Are you just clock in and clock out and punch in your hours, man? Right? Verse 8.
Verse 8. Provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest.
And that's how you supposed to be, man. That's how you supposed to be, man. You should be planting in the summer, man. Right? Really, right before the spring. In the fall time, you should be planting certain fruits, man, like grapes. Grapes grow, from the end. Like you should be planting them at the end of fall to the end of spring, because that's where grapes really get the best, right? And they do their best. And then you need to be planting strawberries from the middle or the end, probably the middle of spring, right, until inside the summertime, right? So you got to make sure you're planting, man. If you're not planting nothing, if you ain't walking around with a handful of seeds and dropping them in pockets of the earth, right, you'll never get a harvest, man. So
That's right.
are you working, oh slugger? You feel what I'm saying? You can go ahead to your precept, King.
That's right, man. You got to understand, like, you planting in that harvest, man. You plant something, and then you wait for the 4 months to pass by, and that harvest is reaping. You can't get mad and start to give up after the first couple weeks. Oh man, this thing ain't growing. It's worthless, man. It ain't worth nothing. Nah, man, you got to keep at that thing, man. Give it that time, give it that patience, give it that endurance, man, and you're gonna reap what you sow. In righteousness. You know.
Uh,
So this is First Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 58. Right, it's lucky. Right, and it reads, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, right? Always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord, man." Oh man, I read 5 chapters today. I don't feel like nothing's gonna happen, man. Hey, that's you starting to get cast out of darkness, man. You giving up. You throwing away that hope for your fleshly desires, man. You know what, man? I'm finna just do me for a week or two, man. I'm gonna stop reading for not like nah, man. Keep enduring, keep patient at that harvest, man. Because it's coming. Stay steadfast in that thing, unmovable. You got to be like a statue or like even unto a mountain, man. You can't go and move that mountain. Stay steadfast in this thing. Stay grounded in this thing when you putting your hand to the plow, when you're doing the work of the Lord, man. You know? Come
They had
going
a
on.
precept. They had a precept I wanted to get, but I can't
Paraphrase
think.
it real quick.
Yeah, it said basically, if something don't die inside the earth, it won't grow, right? You feel what I'm saying? So I know it's in the New Testament. I believe it's in probably Romans or Matthew, but it says basically a seed, if it didn't die in the earth, that herb would never come up, right?
On yeah, yeah, let me see. John 12.
That's probably it, man. 10, 12 or 14, maybe.
12 and verse 24. God, this book of John, chapter I
Yeah,
started at
that's it.
23,
That's it.
right? I started at 23. And Yahushua answered them, saying, the hour is come that the Son of Man should be glorified.
Mm-hmm.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it
Mm-hmm.
abideth alone.
So hey man, you have to go into the ground again, man. You feel what I'm saying? You have to die, bro. Right? And what is that dying, man? Because we got we got resurrected while we was living. You feel what I'm saying? We was dead in our sins and we got brought to life. We fell into that ground with Yahweh Shai, man, and came up resurrected, man, that new man. Every day we put off the new man and we're reborn again. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, except the corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abided alone, man. That's all you're gonna have is that one little head of corn, right? Go ahead.
Con. But if it die,
But if
it
it
bring
die,
mhm, it bringeth forth much fruit.
hey man, those things just gonna be popping like popcorn kernels, man. Hey man, eventually you're gonna have a big ass bundle of ears of corn, man. So
Right.
if you're not planting something, right, you'll never reap, man. And as I said, man, hey man, if you don't plant that thing, it's gonna die alone, man. Hey, so you gotta make sure you dropping seed, inside of the earth, man, and not just throwing them on top of the earth, man. Right? Make sure you try to dig deep when you're talking to people and get them to understand the truth on the highest level you could get them to understand it before they want to leave. Because we know Satan coming in to make them leave, but we want to drop as much seeds, right? It could be like three, because you can't, some plants, you have to plant 5 seeds in one pocket, right? Some plants you have to plant 6, right? Some plants you have to drop 3 in that same pocket because you never know which seed is gonna bust and sprout, right? You never know. So you have to plant multiple seeds in these areas, man.
That's right. You got to try at that thing, man. Try.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be tried, right? Con. So we back at numbers, right? Salaki, where we leave off at? Salaki.
47.
47, con. Salaki, right? So remember, this is going into the sons of Merari, right? We already numbered the Gershonites and the Kohathites. Now we have the sons of Merari, right? Verse 47, Numbers 4:47. From 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, everyone that came to do the service of the ministry and the service of the burden in the tabernacle of the congregation, even those that were numbered of them were 8,500 and fourscore, right?
Come.
580, right? Verse 49. According to the commandment of the Lord, they were numbered by the hand of Moses,
Mm-hmm.
everyone according to his service
Mm-hmm.
and according to his burden. Thus were they numbered of him as Yahweh commanded Moses.
So all that free spirited stuff, man, that don't fly in Israel, man. You feel what I'm saying? All that free spirit, do as you will, man, that don't fly in Israel, man. right? The Lord Ben had it set up to where you had to have burdens, man. If you don't have no burden, man, you ain't really working for the Lord. You feel what I'm saying? We have to have burdens, man, as being Israelites, man. Because if not, we get into that tarot card, signs of heaven, and all that. Because we free spirited, man. You feel me? Do as thy wilt, man. We don't have that in Israel, man. Hey, you Gergeshites, man. You good for the badger skin. You got to make sure you bring the badger skins and the linen of blue. You got to make sure you do that, and you got to cover it all the way. And then you Kohanites, y'all got to carry this thing out. So make sure you're strong enough. No broken foot. No kneecaps hurting. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure y'all getting all your herbs in because you got to carry these things out. And if you touch it, or if you see the show table of showbread or something like that, I'm gonna put you to death, right? So just like the Gershonites got a heavy matter that they need to deal with the Lord, or he'll kill them. Same way with the Kohenites. So if you're not working and putting in work, man, and being a servant unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, then hey, man, look, you might be getting taken out soon.
That's right. That's right, man. That's right. And quick precept just before we end this chapter, man. You gotta stay steadfast in this thing, man. Keep enduring, keep being patient, man. You can't just kick a plant over. Oh man, it ain't growing fast enough for me, man. I'm tired of looking after this plant, man. I'm tired of these grapes not growing on the vein. Why my neighbor got a plenteous abundance of grapes, but look at my field, man. Now you can't be in that spirit, man. Everybody got different services, man, and different times for they harvest to grow, right? So this is the
Wow.
book of Matthew, chapter 11, and verse number 28, right? It says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and
Wow.
I will give you rest." Man. Right? Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, at the end of that 4 months, when oh man, look what I did, man. I planted my strawberry field. I planted my watermelons, man. Look at my corn crops, man. I didn't give up. I stayed patient. I endured until the end, man. And guess what? We're gonna find that rest that we're looking for, man, which is the kingdom of the most high, man. So keep studying, keep reading if you're a reader, if you just had to stand guard and that's all you gotta do, man. Perform your service to the best of your abilities, man, and endure all the way to the end, man. You're gonna
That's
find rest to your souls.
Man, that's it. That's all. Read 30 right quick though.
God, verse 30. For my yoke is easy and my
Mm-hmm.
burden is light.
What it say? My burden is what?
Is light.
Calm, and his burden is light, man. So you have to have a burden, man, if you're an Israelite, right? If you these other nations, man, it's like to hell with them, man. But if you're an Israelite, you feel what I'm saying? You have to have a burden. Thus said Yahweh, man. Right?
That's
All right,
right.
let's go
That's
back.
right.
Let's go back to it, man. All that we read is what we do and hear, man.
God, all that we read is what we do in here. That's right. Yeah, man. Like I tell people at camp all the time, man. We're on just speaking to people in general, man. Hey, man, if you're not going through the burdens of Hamashiach Yahushai, man, you ain't got nothing to complain about, man. What's reading
Man,
compared to what the Lord and Savior did, man, or
light
what the
work.
disciples did, or what our forefathers did, man? You know, but con.
Light work, man.
That's right. So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 5 and verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they put out of the camp every leper,
Mm-hmm.
and every one that hath an issue, and whosoever is defiled by the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3.
Hold
Both
on,
male.
before you go on. Before you go on.
Want me get that leper?
Yeah, Khan.
Con. Right, leper.
And also what is going in on. So whatever you have, right? If you have a wicked spirit of fornication, right? The people that hang around you going to develop that wicked spirit of fornication, right? If you have a different blemish or blot, right? You curse a lot, right? The people that's around you going to end up cursing a lot. You feel what I'm saying? If you got if you talk rough or you talk soft, the people that's around you gonna talk rough or talk soft. So different things the people that's around you gonna pick up on. So when you see these different blemishes that he's telling you to get out of the camp or the congregation, right? He's telling you to get them out for a reason, because whatever deformity they have is gonna affect the business of the Lord, man.
That's
Go ahead.
right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, Khan, right? Lepers, or the definition of leper in the Hebrew would be sarah, right? Sarah, right? Which means to be diseased of skin, be lepers, scourge, to scourge, to be stricken with leprosy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
And what Captain Gabawar was saying, man, I just want to pull this image out real quick, man.
Yeah,
You know,
kind of grab that image. Yep.
Khan, look at that, man. You have
You
a
see,
good fruit next to a rotten fruit, right? Hey, man, that rotten fruit is going to contaminate that fruit, man. Look at that thing, man.
kind, kind. And then
That's why you have to be around good fruits all the time. Go ahead out.
you could see in that other picture they had three fruits next to each other, and one of them was super rotten. The one next to it was halfway rotten, and then the one next to it was a quarter rotten. But as you see, it trickled down, man. You feel what I'm saying? So you want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You want to watch the people you're dealing with, man. Because leprosy, right? These different go down, go down, go down. That was it right there, right there. That one right there. Down, 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 right there. Yeah.
Con.
You see, it just from them touching a little bit, man. You feel what I'm saying? The other one is getting defiled. So when you're around certain people, this is also going into when you're around certain people. You feel what I'm saying? That have different deformities of sin, right? You want to go ahead and get away from those people as quick as possible.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Good image. Good image. Right. All right. We'll go back. That's right. All right. So again, right. Command the children of Israel that they put out of the camp every leper and every one that has an issue,
That
and
have a what?
whosoever an issue.
So if you have an issue, man, if you have a problem, you don't really like serving the Lord like that. You know what I mean? You kind of one foot in, one foot out. You don't really know if this the truth, but you still wearing your fringes, you got your beard and you got your afro, man. If you haven't, you know what I mean, if you having an issue, man, to where you don't even believe in the Lord like that, hey man, put that brother out too, man. Right? Who's really ready to serve the Lord, man. You know what I mean? But like the brother was going into, you have to make sure that you water that fruit, man. You don't just cast that fruit off. Sometimes you got to do some extra. You got to lay down some fertilizer, but there's going to come to a point where you really have to just get that person with that issue, of oozing, you know what I mean? You got to get them out of there, right?
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
That's right. Con. And whosoever is defiled by the dead.
So, like it tells you in Ezekiel, man, the dead they kind of huddle together, man. When you look into a grave site, what I mean, it's not really living mixed up with the dead, man. It's a whole area full of dead, man. So when you out here in these sins and you dealing with different people of different nations and people that's just wilding out, hey man, you gonna become dead yourself. So you got to get the ones that defiled by the dead up away from you too, man. Right?
That's right. That's right, man. You hang around spiritually dead people all day, man. Hey, you gonna become spiritually dead as well, man. You know, that's why you got to be around the brethren that's quickened in the spirit, made alive through the words of the Lord. You know, hey, that's gonna bring you back to life, man. You know, the dead hang around the dead. Those that are alive hang around those that are alive, man. You see these cemeteries and these graveyards, man. Hey, they all piled up next to each other, man. But those of us that's alive, dwelling on the earth, hey, we are once amongst each other, right? So you can't be defiled with the dead. If you're spiritually dead, you're gonna hang around the spiritually dead. If you're spiritually quickened and made alive, you're gonna be around the brethren that's made alive through the spirit, man.
That's right. That's right. Wonderful, man. Wonderful.
You know,
Go
come
ahead.
right. Verse 3, Numbers 5 and 3. Both male and female shall ye put out.
Mm-hmm.
Without the camp shall ye put them.
Mm-hmm.
that they defile not their camps in the
Nah,
midst whereof I dwell.
read that again.
Khan, in the midst whereof I dwell.
Nope, nope. That they
Salak Khan,
defile.
that they defile not their camps in the midst whereof I dwell.
See, man, because the Lord gonna dwell within your camp, man. So, but if you let a little bit of Satan come in there, you feel what I'm saying, and you don't cast that spiritual demon out of that person, right? And you keep on letting that person come around, man, he gonna end up defiling everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Or she gonna end up defiling everybody, man. Right? That's why we gotta watch our wives also and what they talk about with one another. Because you gotta have a woman come in there and she'll defile, right? She'll defile that new sister that's just coming in, right? So sometimes, we don't, we'll rather our wives deal with the sisters that's just coming into the truth. But hey, sometimes we might have to just knock them out the way and build up those sisters that just coming into the truth because they just can't do it. You feel what I'm saying? So like Shalaki, I'm gonna bring up a scenario. That girl that came through that was a security, right? One of us, right? I should have probably got her number so that way I could have built her up into where she would have actually came back the next week. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I passed it, to one of the ribs, and then where she been at? So sometimes we got to put that our best foot forward, man, because you have sick that's gonna make the other person sick, man. When you have a disease, that disease pass it on to that next person, man, if you're not careful,
That's right.
right?
Uh, that's right. Man. Khan, reading on. Numbers 5 and verse 4. Right? And the children of Israel did so, and put them out without the camp.
Mm-hmm.
As Yahweh spake unto Moses, so did the children of Israel.
Yeah, they didn't question it or ask questions or why should we do this or why not or have a talking back and all that. Nah, man. Hey, look, man, you still doing this? You're out, man. You feel what I'm saying? When you get that handled, come back. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because if not, man, the Lord not gonna dwell with us, man. Aren't you scared to not have the Lord dwell with you? You feel what I'm saying? You talking mess, thinking that the Lord is right behind you, and He far off. Now you get hands put on you, and you thought the Lord was with you the whole time, but all because you had a brother or sister in the camp, right? That was defiled. He wasn't dwelling among you at that time.
That's right.
That's scary, bro.
Yeah, man. And so what it says right here, when it tells you without the camp, that just simply means outside the camp or left without the camp, man. You cast it
Con,
away. And that's to make you do what? Reconsider. You know what I'm saying? So let me get Psalms 119 and 71 real quick, man. The classic, right? That's to make you reconsider something, man. Right? So like if let's say 119, in verse 71.
Shalawam to all the viewers in the chat, man.
Khan, all praise to the Most High. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, right? So look, Psalms 119:71 says, "It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes." You
Con,
know, hey man, that's supposed to vex you. You getting afflicted in such a manner, hey, cast them away. Cast them into outer darkness, right? You're supposed to be getting vexed, making you knowing that you're doing something wrong, so that way you can come back into that spirit and be re-quickened in something, man. Oh man, I gotta get something in order. I gotta do something right. I can't be in that same spirit, man. You gotta reconsider these things, man. Right? That's all I wanted.
con. And like I said, man, you have to be afflicted. You're gonna be afflicted. You feel what I'm saying? But if you see people, man, that's lackadaisical within your body, man, hey, get them out, man, for a little while till they get their act together. You know what I mean? You know, and
That's
and
right.
while they're going through their affliction and their burden, man, the Lord is gonna correct them. You don't have to sit there and give a brother 80 lashings every time every time he mess up or whenever he's slothful. You constantly lashing that brother. Nah, man, just wipe your hands real quick, let the Lord deal with him, and when he come back, then you go ahead and bring him back up to speed, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes we need that time to get whooped from the Lord, man. I know I did.
I know that's right. God, man. You know, Con, reading on. Right.
Verse 5.
Con. Verse 5. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, when a man or woman shall commit any sin that men commit to do a trespass against Yahweh, and that person be guilty,
Uh-huh.
right? Then they shall confess their sin,
What
which
should
they have
what they should do?
confessed their sin, which
Con
they
man,
have done.
you gotta bring that issue to the forefront. You gotta bring that leprosy to the forefront, right? You gotta
That's right.
bring that defiled dead body to the forefront, man. If you touch it, right? If you put your hand to sin and you do it, hey man, look, man, you gotta confess that thing and then do it no more, right? Go ahead.
That's it. And real quick, man, it's going into when a man or woman of the children of Israel, because we all know he made us a holy nation to be set apart from the wicked ways, and what the children of men or the other children of the Abraham, what they do, right? That's why what it says that men commit, right? The other men, you doing something that the world is doing, man. You ain't
Mm.
being set apart or set holy to abound in the laws of the commandments of the Lord. You doing what everybody else is doing, right? Which is sin, man.
I ain't even checked that the water for bringing that out, man. When it says that men commit, that's talking about the other nation, the heathen nations, man.
That's right. That's
Right.
right.
Salakia, I was just going through that with Bayan yesterday, man. We was like, hey man, one thing about Israel, no matter if we doing righteousness or we doing wickedness, we make that shit look damn good. You feel what I'm saying? No matter what side we on, we make it look good, man. You feel what I'm
That's right.
saying? So and that's what makes everybody follow us no matter which way we go. You feel what I'm saying? Is because when we sin, we make it look good. When we keep the laws and we doing what the Lord say, we make it look good, right?
That's right, man. Whether you putting that salt on some fine beef and lamb, hey, it's good. But whether you putting that salt on some damn pork chops, man, hey, they still eat that thing, man, like it's good, man.
Man, man, and that's spiritual. That you know what I mean? That's spiritual. It's not really putting salt on beef and lamb. You feel what I'm saying? But as us, we know that we the lambs, you know, and we the beef. We the holy sacrifices, man. You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
But no matter what Jake put his hand to, he make that thing good. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying? He make that thing good.
That's right. Khan. Right. So again, right? Speak unto the children of Israel, when a man or woman shall commit any sin that men commit to do a trespass against the Lord, and that person be guilty, then they shall confess their sin which they have done,
Mm-hmm.
and he shall recompense his trespass with the principal thereof.
Con. And the thing is, man, is that now we have an ultimate recompense, man. We have a ultimate a sacrifice, man, for our sins. But do that mean that you sin abundantly? No, man. Right? You confess that sin and you try your damnedest to do it no more. Right?
That's right. That's right. That's right. So when it's saying recompense his trespass with the principal thereof, that's going into the chief of the matter, man. The highest charge for it, man. You
Mm-hmm.
know, which you getting exactly what you put out, right? And add unto it the fifth part thereof, and give it unto him against whom he hath trespassed.
Mm-hmm.
But if a man have no kinsman to recompense the trespass unto, let the trespass be recompensed unto Yahweh, even to the priest, beside the ram of the atonement, whereby an atonement shall be made for him.
Con, you have to have an atonement, man. You know, you can't just sin and then be like, I'll sin again and again and again. Then I'll go ahead and bring my sacrifice to the altar, man, because I only have one ram. I don't have I don't have three, right? So I'm just gonna build up all these sins and then I'm gonna bring that one ram and I should be good. Nah,
Man,
man, it don't work like that, man. That's wicked.
that's right.
Yeah, that's wicked,
Man,
man.
right? And every offering of the holy things of the children of Israel, which they bring unto the priest, shall be his. And every man's hollow thing shall be his. Whatsoever any man giveth the priest, it shall be his.
Con, you can't. Ain't no Indian givers in Israel, man.
That's right.
Right? Ain't no Indian. Oh man, you know when I gave you that thing, man, I'm gonna need that back, man. No, man. Wherever you bought that thing from, go buy it again from over there, and that go. You got your thing back. You feel me?
Yeah, that's Yahweh's now, man. You tripping.
Yeah. And that ain't even only just for the that ain't even only just for the Levites. You feel what I'm saying? For the priests. Like nowadays, bro, it's the same thing for us, man. That's brotherly love, man. Right? You don't need that thing back, man. You work hard, grab another one, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's showing love to your brother, man. You keep that, man. I never want nobody to have a bad taste in their mouth about me, man. You know what I mean? And if you do, bring it out, man. You feel what I'm saying? That way, I could correct anything that I did to make you have a bitter taste about me, right?
That's right. That's right. Calm. Numbers 5 and verse 11. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, If any man's wife go aside and commit a trespass against him, and a man lie with her carnally, it be hid from the eyes of her husband, and be kept closed, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, neither she be taken with the manner, and
Mm-hmm.
the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and
Mm-hmm.
he be jealous of his wife, and she
Mm-hmm.
be defiled, or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled,
So this is
then
a situation. This is a
uh-huh.
situation where you don't know for sure, but you have. So you when you lay down with your woman, you get spiritual ties. You feel what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
right.
So you kind of feel something is off. Like she don't want. She kind of like pushing away from you when you touch a slick though. Slick. It's not that she
Mm-hmm.
said, "Ah, get off of me," but she just kind of like, "Ah, and go find something else to do." And these different things that she do, you kind of see that something is going on. I haven't been checking her
Uh-huh.
phone. You feel what I'm saying? But this time I'm gonna check her phone because something is going on, man. You feel?
Sluggish she used to come at 3 a.m. faithfully. Now she coming home at 5 now.
Yeah,
Something's going on, man.
something,
You know?
something, something is going on, man. What's happening, man? You
That's
know,
right.
right? So, that spirit of jealousy, man, that spirit of jealousy is placed into man. Woman would say, "Oh, you're being insecure." No, man, I'm not. It's not insecurity. It's me being jealous, man. I have every right to be jealous, just like you have every right to be jealous of me giving my time to work a lot of overtime, right? Me giving my time to my second wife that I'm courting, right? Me giving my time to football or friends and family. You have every right to be jealous of those things. So I have every right to be jealous of what the hell I'm jealous of. You feel what I'm saying? So now we're gonna see what's happening right here, man. And this was a beautiful thing that the Lord had given to us through the priest.
That's
You feel
right.
me? Now
That's
we gotta
right.
just wait, kind of take care of the kid. I'm going too far ahead of myself. Go ahead.
God, right? Right. So if he had that spirit on him and he kind of feels in his spirit like, oh, you know what, I can't really, I didn't witness it, but I feel like she's doing something behind my back. She's cheating on me. Something's happening. I feel it in my spirit, but he don't have no witnesses or nobody to actually charge her with these things. This is what he must do, right? Verse 15. Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her, the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to
In
remembrance.
remembrance,
So
man.
this is how he pays for this service that he's about to get for the priesthood, right? This is his payment, right? And now verse 16. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before Yahweh, right? The ultimate judge, man, right? And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle, the priest shall take and put it into the water. So he got to
Man,
take some holy water, because everything inside the tabernacle where the
it's holy.
priesthood dwells is everything's holy in there, from the floor to the every single inch of that thing, right? So he's
Uh,
going to take the holy water from that place. He's going to grab some of the dust of the ground of that place, and he's going to put it in that water, right? Now watch
Con,
this.
one,
Go
one,
ahead.
one, one thing before you keep going. And you also got to think about it, man. When you walk in with the censer, you got the ashes, you got the frankincense, you got the myrrh, you got the apothecary, you got all these different things that's wasting on the floor. So you nothing but holy things is wasted on the floor. So if you have any wickedness within you, it's gonna bring it out. Right? That's all I wanted to bring out.
That's right. Right? And the verse 18, and the priest shall set the woman before the Lord and uncover the woman's head and put the offering of memorial in her hands.
So
Which
head coverings is not in the law, right? But I'm seeing something right now, man. Right? I'm seeing something right now, man, and it looked like head coverings is in the law. Right? Read it again, King.
Con, right? So he's gonna put with the husband bride, he's gonna place that in her hands, what's that ephod, that barley meal, right?
Con.
Which is the jealousy offering,
No,
and
no,
the
no, no,
priest.
no. Start from the top of 18, Salakia.
Okay, con. And the priest shall set the woman before the Lord and
Uh-huh.
uncover the woman's head and
Uh-huh.
put the offering of memorial in her hands.
So the
Which,
woman had a head covering on, right? So it's not only in Corinthians, it's also in the law, right? Go ahead.
which is the jealousy offering, and the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causeth the curse.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
the priest shall charge her by an oath, and say unto the woman, if no man have lain with thee, and if thou hast not gone aside to uncleanness with another instead of thy husband, be thou free from this bitter water that causeth the curse.
So now he's giving her a chance to speak up. Say what you got to say, right? Speak up. Tell the truth before we make you drink this water. Because this water is going to tell on you,
Mm-hmm.
right? So do you
That's
want to
right.
be a woman, right? And say, look, man, I did it. You know what I mean? Or do you want the serum to snitch on you, man?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Right, con. Verse 20. But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing, and the priest shall say unto the woman, Yahweh make thee a curse and an oath among thy people, when Yahweh doth make thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell.
Con. So that sounds like something, right? That sounds like something. We're gonna get what that actually is, man, later on while we read. All right,
Con.
go ahead. Go ahead.
And this water that causeth the curse shall go into thy bowels
Into thy
to
what?
make thy bowels.
So inside of your stomach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your different organs that's in your stomach, which the uterus is included in that, right? Go ahead.
To make thy belly to swell and
Uh-huh.
thy thigh to rot.
Mm-hmm.
And the women shall say, Amen, Amen,
If
which is so
if
be
you
it.
if you go right, so be it. Right. If you go through if you go through all of this and you're hoping that the Lord is not gonna judge you, you're a wicked woman, man. All of
That's
this,
right.
bro, and you sitting in front of the Lord, man, and you're gonna go through all of this, man, without just saying the truth, man. You
That's
are a
right.
wicked woman, man.
You got Israelites outside the camp too, like, oh man, yeah, she and they doing that. She taking the oath. Hey, they talking amongst each other, like, hey man, they know what's going on.
Like you would have to think in your mind, she couldn't have had done this. She's still sitting down right here. She couldn't have done this.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? Some of those women went through all that and was hoping that the Lord wasn't going to tell on them.
Man. Yeah, man. That's another. This is like another version of the Umin and Thummim, man.
Man,
You
this
know,
is crazy. This is crazy. All right, go ahead.
Khan. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall blot them out with the bitter water.
Con,
And he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causeth the curse, and the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter.
now your stomach gonna start hurting and funny things gonna start happening and you getting acid reflux and different
Mhm.
things are happening within your body. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 25. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand
Mm-hmm.
and shall wave the offering before Yahweh and offer it upon the altar.
And now
Hey,
he's calling for the Lord to judge her.
are
Right?
you holding it? All right, let me get that. You sure you gonna do this? All right,
Yeah.
take that
Ooh.
offering. Bam! It's done. It's too late. Ain't no. I gave you a chance to speak upon these things. Now we already too far from that, man.
Yeah,
It's on the
con,
altar. It's already burning now. Now we just
man.
waiting on the Lord.
And you just looking at her in her face, man. You know what I mean? She probably crying. You feel what I'm saying? The whole nine. And look what happens, man. The Lord is gonna judge that, man. Right? Whether she's right or she's wrong, she's gonna get that judgment, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's either gonna be a good judgment or a bad judgment. Go ahead.
God. And the priest shall take an handful of the offering, even the memorial thereof, and burn it upon the altar, and afterward shall cause the woman to drink the water.
Mm-hmm.
Right, ready at the next stage, man.
Now I took some of that from out of your hand. I waved it in front of the Lord. Like the brother said, take some of that out of my hand, throw it in the altar, right? And now you gotta drink some more water.
Mm-hmm. God, that's the offering, the jealousy offering. Okay, bam, payment on the altar accepted. Right. Okay. Now we getting the Salakia. We getting the where's that Salakia? The jealousy offering now, right out of the
Con,
woman's hand. Now, hey man, you already made both the offerings. Like you're already too far, right? The
con,
memorial, Salakia, the memorial offering. Now we're
con,
gonna bring this thing to remembrance now.
con.
Bam, both payments, bam.
Done.
Uh huh. Verse 27. And when he hath made her to drink the water, then it shall come to pass
Uh-huh.
that if she be defiled
Con. So
and
if she be defiled,
have done trespass against her husband,
uh-huh,
that the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter,
uh-huh,
and her belly shall swell.
uh-huh. It didn't say cause her belly to swell this time. It says your belly will swell. Right? Go ahead.
Uh-huh. And her thigh shall rot,
Will rot, right? Go ahead.
and the woman shall be a curse among her people.
So it's letting you know, man. It's letting you know, man. This is something deeper than what you think, man. When it says her thigh to rot, man, right? It's talking about a We're gonna keep on going right quick. Go ahead.
Uh, and if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then she shall be free and shall conceive seed.
So this water tells the truth because it makes you miscarriage. If you haven't had sex with another man outside your marriage, right, your baby is gonna be a-okay. Right? But if you had conceived seed outside of your marriage, you're gonna have a miscarriage. And now guess what? Hey, you get that punishment, man. You feel what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
have committed adultery. The Lord has told on you. And when you commit adultery, what happens to you?
Get put to death.
You get put to death, man. Bye-bye. Sayonara, right? You're out of here, man. As much as
That's
that
right.
man gonna cry, you feel what I'm saying? Hey, you're gone.
That's right. Verse 29. This is the law of jealousies, when a wife goeth aside to another instead of her husband and
Mm,
is defiled.
mm, mm. Meaning
Or,
she actually, besides like stopping it, nipping it in the bud before she have sex with this person, right? She actually goes ahead and have sex with this person, right? Thank you, baby. What is that? You want to throw it away
that's
for me?
right.
Thank you.
All right. Verse 30. Or when the spirit of jealousy cometh upon him, and he be jealous over his wife,
Uh-huh. So
and shall
this is just you're jealous, right? Because we see
right,
that nothing happened, right? So this was your fault, right? Go ahead.
right, and shall set the woman before the Lord, and the priest shall execute upon her all this law.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall the man be guiltless from iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity.
So if it's all good, fine and dandy, and she didn't miscarry, you feel what I'm saying? Then the woman have every right to be a little bit upset, with her husband. You feel what I'm saying?
Con,
And he should try to inquire of the matter a little bit deeper before he just bring her up there. You don't want to be that guy that every time your woman is gone away from you, who arrow, was you dealing with and wiping your mouth, man? Right?
con,
You don't want to be that person, man. Who you open your quiver for today? You know,
mm-hmm,
you don't want to be that person constantly assuming that your wife is going off, man. Right? That's evil. You want to inquire you want to get the whole matter, man. Get that precept for me. I know you know what precept I'm talking about. When it says,
con.
yeah, that's one of your favorites, man. Yeah, man. You wanna get the whole matter, man, before you come up with an accusation, man. Right? You want to try your best to dive deep. Even ask her, right? Even ask her, man. I see this been happening, that's been happening, man. You sure? You sure you ain't been doing such and such and such and such? You know?
Con. This is Sirach chapter 26 and verse 12. Right? I start at 11. But watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow. Hey, she thirsty, man. Going around all these jakes, man. Having a phone full of 5, 6, 7 different brothers, man. Right?
Oh,
So I can go back. She found
man,
a fountain of men. Right? Go ahead up.
that's not what I wanted. Go to Proverbs 25 and 22.
So like you.
I wanted that search out. You want to search out a whole matter. I know the whole
Oh,
know the whole matter before you just come up with something. You feel what I'm saying? You want to kind of be diligent in your inquiry, right?
You
And
said
I don't think
Proverbs. What ox like you?
25,
Oh,
25 and 2. And I don't think this is the actual one I want, but this works.
yeah, Proverbs 25 verse 2. It is the glory of God to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter.
So if you really being a God on this earth, you really being a king, you really being a father, a husband, and you're gonna search out this thing, man. You're not just gonna say, oh, you did it, or this is what you're doing every time you're away from me. No, that's evil, man. And you're gonna make her do that thing, man. You're pushing her into death, man. You're pushing her into adultery, man. So you have to watch what you're doing, man, when it comes to your woman, man. Right? Read on.
God. The heaven for height, and the earth for depth, and the heart of kings is unsearchable.
So you want to constantly be in your mind, and you don't want to bring it out to the forefront, but you want to be in your mind writing down tally marks of what is going on, what has happened. right? Because we know we can't measure the deep or measure the heavens, right? So that's not the key point. The key point is that you want to take everything in consideration first before you bring the matter out, right? Read on.
Con. Verse 4. Take away the dross from the silver,
Uh huh.
and there shall come forth a vessel for the finer.
So now, if you take out the draws, you take out the wicked thoughts that you have and the assumptions that you have, and you just come with the facts. You come with the silver, right? You come with the vessel that's finer, right? Because you took all the impurities out of your thinking, right? Go ahead.
Con. Verse 5. Take away the wicked from before the king,
Take away those wicked thoughts, man, up out of your brain. Go ahead.
and his throne shall be established in righteousness.
So now you won't be just acquitting people and putting people to death just because you have an accusation, right? Go ahead.
Put not forth thyself in the presence of the king,
Mm-hmm.
and stand not in the place of great men.
So if you're a wicked man, man, don't put yourself in the place of a king and don't put yourself in the place of great men, man. Because hey, the people that's really dealing with these things in righteousness, they're gonna call you out on your bull crap. You feel what I'm saying?
Con.
That's all I wanted. So
Con.
you wanna search out the matter diligently, man, and you wanna ponder things in your brain, facts. You want to get the facts and not just accusations within your brain. She did do this and she did move like this. And you want to inquire, and actually talk to the person that you're about to judge, man. See if
Con.
they're
That's
gonna
right.
confess it.
Bring it out. Red tie palms. Shalawam. Call Allah Yah Bashim Yoshai. Shabbat Shalom. Red tie palms. All
God,
praise.
Shabbat Shalawam, man, Shalawam.
And all that we read and hear, we will do.
All that we read and hear, we will do.
Khan, and peace and blessings and Shabbat Shalom to the four viewers that's up in here right now, man. All praises to the Most High, man. All day.
You know you don't want me to have that comb, girl.
Khan. All right, Khan. This is Book of Numbers, chapter 6 and verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazarite, to
Mm-hmm.
separate themselves unto the Lord, he shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink.
Uh-huh.
Neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dried.
So no wine, no strong drinks, and no grapes, man. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree.
Con. Now we're gonna go into something, right? Not right here. Keep reading.
From the kernels even
Uh-huh.
to the husk.
So get the kernels,
Gone.
right? So it says you cannot eat anything from the vine tree, right? But we need to get what it's talking about because it's not talking about everything that cometh off a vine, right?
Gone. Kernels, seeds, insignificant vine product,
Uh-huh.
grape seeds, a sour grape.
A green grape, right? This is what it's talking about. Grapes before became sweet, right? Go back. See, grape
Gone.
kernels, grape stones, right? It's talking on vines, right? Grapes on the vine, right? Go ahead. Go to
Gone.
husk. Go to
From
husk.
the gone. From the kernels even to the husk.
Uh-huh.
Zog, meaning
Mm.
uncertain. Name of some insignificant product of the vine forbidden to Nazarites, perhaps the stem or skin of the grape. The
See?
skin of the grape.
It's talking about grapes, man. Right? It's talking about grapes. Not talking about everything that cometh off a vine, right? Cause you got. I mean, when you take this vow, man, you need to know what you're doing, man. Cause you'll put everything to the side. Whatever come off of a vine, hey, you're not messing with that thing. You feel what I'm saying? But it's going into grapes, skin of the grapes, anything that has to do with grapes, man. You feel what I'm saying? Can you
Verse 5.
unplug your headphones or something?
I probably bumped it. Did I?
I don't know. I can hear that fan going.
Oh, so let me turn it. Is that a little better?
Yeah, Con. It was better once you did whatever you
See,
did.
I turned it to blow on me. It was blowing on the mic too, though. So,
Con.
all right, so verse 5. All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head
Mm-hmm.
until the days be fulfilled in the which he separateth himself unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He shall be holy and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow.
Con. Con. All praises to the most high, man.
Con. All the days that he separateth himself unto the Lord, he shall come at no dead body.
Con, hey, do me a favor. Go up to razor come upon his head and get that breakdown right quick.
Con. Razor, right? Let's get razor
Con.
first. Razor, sheath, razor, penknife, scabbard, shave,
Con.
sheath, making naked,
Con.
right? Come upon his head.
Con.
Head would be rosh, which is head, top, summit, upper part, chief, total, some height, front, beginning, the head, right? Whether beginning, no, that's not that. It's this top portion.
Con. It's talking about the head. So
Yeah.
what I realized in reading this is that it doesn't say anything about the beard.
Right, right. It
Con.
just
It
says
does it
the
does say
summit.
something about the head on your hair on your head, but it doesn't say
Right.
anything about your beard. Right.
That's
So
right. That's right.
it's up to your discretion. If you want to keep let your beard grow, as well as let your hair grow, which is a powerful thing in itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just wanted to go into that.
Con. Right. So shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled,
Con.
which he separateth himself unto the Lord. He shall be holy, right, set apart, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow.
Mm-hmm.
All the days that he separateth himself unto the Lord, he shall come at no dead body. Right?
Get into that. Get into that.
Con.
Go shall come. Shall. Yep. He shall. Yep.
To go in, enter, come, go, come in.
Mm-hmm.
To bring in, cause to gather, right? Cause to come, bring near, bring against, bring upon.
Mm-hmm.
Abide is what we
Mm-hmm.
want. Abide.
Con.
Con.
And you also want to get into that carry in, right? That carry in or be brought in, right? You you don't want to be part of that body, right? The pallbearers, right? You don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be part of that body, man. You know, right? Go
Con.
ahead. Go back, go down. Yep.
He shall come at no dead
Uh-huh.
body.
Dead. Mm-hmm.
To die, kill, have one executed, right? To kill.
Con to be put to death. So anybody that's dead, you don't want to come upon that thing, right? But when we go into the law, we see Samson, right, doing his due diligence, killing people. You feel what I'm saying? But murder and kill is two separate situations, and you don't want to come at any dead body. So you don't want to go in unto, like, if your people die, something like that. But if it's a heathen, you feel what I'm saying? You're just doing what the Lord has commanded you to do. But if it's your people, you feel what I'm saying? That's different.
That's it on that. On that, go
Yeah,
back.
Con, you can
Okay.
go back.
Con, right? He shall come at no dead body, shall be holy, right? And what else? He shall not make himself unclean for his father or for his mother, for his brother or for his sister when they die, because the consecration of his God is upon his head.
Con, con. So it's talking about your family when they die. You don't want to come upon that. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right. Verse 8. All the days of his separation, he is holy unto Yahweh.
Uh-huh.
And if any man die very suddenly by him, and he hath defiled the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing. On the seventh day shall he shave it. And on the eighth day he shall bring 2 turtles and 2 young pigeons to the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Right?
Con, and being that we don't have that the tabernacle of the congregation, that ain't it's not really mandatory in our time because we do have Yahweh Shai as being that perfect sacrifice for our sins and for our different atonements.
Con. And the priest shall, verse 11, and the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering, and make an atonement for him, for that he hath sinned by the dead body,
Mm-hmm.
and shall hallow his head that same day.
Con, go to well, we already know what that hollow is, right? He's gonna dedicate his head, right, that same day, meaning it's time. It's time to shave that thing off, right?
Con. What you want? Hollow?
Yeah, hollow.
Con. For that he hath sinned by the dead, he shall hallow, right? Which means to consecrate, sanctify, prepare, dedicate. So he has to rededicate himself again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go back to Strong's. Make, pronounce, or observe, right?
Clean.
Ceremonial or morally. So he has to reclaim his vow again.
Yeah, con. So you'll have to pour the anointing oil, and redo that vow.
Mm-hmm. Con.
Go back.
What the heck? Too far lucky.
Sometimes that computer just be doing its own thing. Con. So
Right.
it says it says
Right here.
there you go right there. And shall hollow his head that same day. So you got to re-anoint your head. You don't have to cut your hair off. Salaki, I misspoke. Right? You don't have to cut your hair off, but you have to reconsecrate your head. You feel what I'm saying? But if you died, if a dead body died by you, then that's a different subject,
Con.
right?
Verse 12. And he shall consecrate unto the Lord the days of his separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering, but the days that were before shall be lost, because his separation was defiled.
Ah,
Verse 13. And this is the law of the Nazarite. When the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and he shall offer his offering unto Yahweh, one he lamb of the first year without blemish for a burnt offering, and one ewe lamb of the first year without
Mm-hmm.
blemish for a sin offering.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get that real quick. What's
Yeah, that's
ewe?
the female lamb.
Okay, con. That's right. The feminine. Yeah, that's right. Con, all praises. Right. One ewe lamb.
All y'all. Nah.
Right. And one ram without
You
blemish
out there?
for peace offerings. And a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and wafers of unleavened bread anointed with oil, and their meat offering and their drink offerings.
Kind. We even see with the Latinos, right? My wife, she be doing this certain thing where when she make enchiladas, what I mean, she put these damn corn tortillas on some with some olive oil. You heard me, and mingle them with that oil, man. You feel what I'm saying? Those wafered unleavened breads, man.
Oh yeah, I was looking at something right now. Cakes of
Con,
fine flour, because you got to bring all of these offerings, man. That's
yeah,
a lot.
con,
Con,
con.
right,
You can't miss none of that, man.
right, right.
You know what I mean? So over the years of your separation, you need to be building, man.
For real.
Right.
Con, verse number 16. And the priest shall bring them before Yahweh, and shall offer his sin offering and his burnt offering, and he shall offer the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord,
Uh-huh.
with the basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall offer also his meat offering and his drink offering.
So that's the cold part, right? Because if you get defiled with a dead body, something happened to where you come near a dead body or something like that, you have to reconsecrate and anoint your head, meaning you have to wash it, then you have to pour some oil on it and consecrate it and dedicate it back unto the Lord again, right? Because something has happened. Now at the end of your vow, right? At the end of your vow, this is what happens.
Con. Verse 18. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation,
Uh-huh.
and shall take the hair of the head of his separation and put it in the fire which is under the sacrifice of the peace offerings.
So now, hey man, you feel what I'm saying? You just made a peace offering with your hair, bro. 9 years, 10 years, 20 years of growing your hair out and letting it lock and having this big old Jamaican bundle. Now you watching this thing burn as a peace offering, man. You did all that for the Lord to have peace on you and your soul and your family. You feel what I'm saying?
Man,
It's a beautiful situation, but it's hard to give up that hair, man. It's hard to give up that hair, man. Right?
because that's symbolic for your growth in the vow and the length of time you being under that vow, man, and you
Con.
just watching it burn away, you know.
But you know what's cold though? That's like showing your mansion getting is getting prepared and made for you in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? That's part of your treasures that you stacking up in heaven, man.
And it's kind of vexing at the same time. All that you work for, you know, it's kind of make you want to reconsider and not go off again.
Con.
You know, verse 19. And the priest shall take the sodden shoulder of the ram and one unleavened cake out of the basket and one unleavened wafer, and shall put them upon the hands of the Nazarite after the hair of his separation is shaven. And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before Yahweh. This is holy for the priest, with the waved breast and heaved shoulder. And after that, the Nazarite may drink wine.
Con. Con. We're back to drinking wine. Hey, I'm waiting on Nathaniah and Tadiathan. We're gonna be drinking wine one day. You you buttholes, right? You buttholes, man. We're gonna be drinking wine one day, and we're gonna get to that dang wine. You you creatures want to separate yourself and all that stuff. Nah, man. But all praise to the Most High, man. You make it through that thing because it ain't an easy task, man. You know, no grape juice. You feel what I'm saying? You never know what got a little bit of grape in it. You know,
Mhm.
hey, you making your life a little bit harder for the Lord, man. But it's a beautiful thing. But at the end of it, guess what? Just like in the kingdom, you know, you're gonna have to drink that wine new with Yahweh Shai, man. You have to. It's not a question. It's not a maybe. We have to drink that wine new in the kingdom. Matter of fact, get that precept. That's a commandment, man. We'll have to drink that wine in the kingdom with Yahweh Shai.
Um, which one? Which one's that one? Not it's lucky.
You found out where it's at?
Is it in Matthew?
Crash. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It is
It is.
Matthew 20, 26. Matthew 26 and verse number 20. Uh, God, verse 29. But I say unto you, I will not
Go ahead.
drink henceforth
No, no, no,
of
not
this.
that, not that. My bad, Salakia. Go.
Okay, God. Matthew 26, 29. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom.
Keep reading.
God. And when they had sung a hymen, a hymn,
Him, yeah.
they went out into the Mount of Olives.
Time, man. So it's gonna be a praising and glorious time, man, when we're able to drink this new in the kingdom with Yahweh Shai, man. That's a blessing,
Mhm.
man. If he tell you here, take of this cup, man, drink. Man, I wouldn't want to be the one that tell him no. You know,
That's right. That's right.
everything that he have done for you, you know, you're gonna tell him no when it comes to him offering you the cup of that new wine in the kingdom, man. Nah,
Man.
it won't be me. Good luck. Good luck,
Yeah.
man.
Uh-huh.
I'm
You'll
still,
take
I'm
that
still,
pass.
I'm still a Nazarite. Yahweh Shai. I can't.
I
Man,
was just
Yahweh
thinking
Shai,
that.
man, off with his head, man. Knock him off, man. He don't even understand the severity of what we done made it through as a people, man. I don't want that one. Put it back on the refrigerator, baby.
Where were you? Slucky it. Uh huh. Right. Verse 21. Number 6 and 21. This is the law of the Nazarite who hath vowed, right? Real quick, and nothing I just popped in. Shalawam, I'm gonna read this for you, right? Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before Yahweh. This is holy for the priest with the wave breast and heave shoulder, and after that the Nazarite may drink wine.
Kwam
Con.
Yashala. You gonna be
Come here,
drinking wine. You gonna be drinking wine with me eventually. You piece of crap.
He said, Con. Right? This is the law of the Nazarite who hath vowed, and of his offering unto Yahweh for his separation.
Con.
Beside that, that his hand shall get, according to the vow which he had vowed,
You
so
see,
he must.
hold on. You see what that says? It says beside that, besides that, that his hand shall get. So the whole time you being a Nazarite, you need to be trying to flourish, man. You need to be growing. You need to be reading. You need to be doing more, man. Because when you took this vow of separation, you had to, like the brother was going into, like Servant Khalil was going into. right? You have to bring all these things, man. It's a lot of things to bring unto the altar, man. To consecrate yourself back to get out of the vow, man. Right? You have to
Mm-hmm.
bring a lot back. So the Lord is telling you right here in 21, beside that, that his hand shall get, man. So the Lord gonna bless you, but you got to be working too at the same time so you can bring all these things into the altar.
It's like beside that, that his hand shall get, according to the vow which he vowed, so he must do after the law of his separation.
Con, that fan is back into that mic.
Oh man,
It's good.
I didn't even turn it. It was good now. Con's good now. Con, yo, you on mute?
Con, it's good. It's good.
Okay, Con. Right, verse 22. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them.
I did not know that was a commandment, man. Go to Psalms 118. I did not know that was a commandment, man. Psalms, my bad. Psalms 50, 55, I think. Let me go search right quick. Nope. Let me go get it right quick.
Uh,
Con is in Psalms. I know that for a fact. Uh 31. Psalms 31.
mm-hmm.
Con, keep going. Keep going down to 16. Nope. 67. I'm gonna find it.
Psalm 67.
Yeah.
You see it?
Con, go to the top. Go to 1. Ah, man, I remember David. I remember David saying this too. But this is a prayer that we need to say, man. Right? This is a beautiful prayer that we actually say. You know, when it comes to the new moon and different high holy days, within number 624 on down.
Uh,
Right? We do need to say this prayer. But I thought it was in the Psalms too, man. But as we see, David still pulls it from Numbers, though. You feel me? It
right,
says,
right, right.
like it says, God be merciful unto us and bless us and cause his face to shine upon us. So that got to be part of your prayer, man. You know, when he making his face shine upon us, right? He's turning his face back towards us.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. We could go back.
Con. Let me read that again, man.
Con,
Con. Number 622. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace, and
And
they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them.
so from 24 to 26, man, we need to remember to bring that out, right? That's a commandment from the Lord, man. We got to make sure we bring that out, man. All right, all that Yahweh said, we do and hear.
All that Yahweh said we doing here. So I come up here
Um, I
munching
think, I
away.
think, yeah, nah, it's all good. We all have those times. I think that's it on the on the law, on the Torah.
Now it goes to 7, I believe.
7. I'm about to look at it right now. You're probably right.
Yeah, 7 to verse 89.
Con, let's go, let's go.
Con. Numbers chapter 7 and verse 1. And it came to pass on the day that Moses had fully set up the tabernacle and had anointed it and sanctified it in all the instruments thereof, both the altar and all the vessels thereof, and had anointed them and sanctified them, that the princes of Israel, heads of the house of their fathers, who were the princes of the tribes, and were over them that were numbered, offered. And they brought their offering before Yahweh
Uh-huh.
six covered wagons
Uh.
and 12 oxen,
Mm.
a wagon for two of the princes, and for each one an ox. And they brought them before the tabernacle.
Go Salakia. Go get a picture of an ox right quick. Because
I'm gonna do one.
I don't think people understand how big these animals are and how much meat is actually in this thing, man. This is a whole different type of party, man. You know, it is a whole different type of barbecue, man. You know, let me know when you slay an ox and throw that thing on the grill. How long you gonna be sitting there cooking for? But these animals, man, that's a lot of meat, man. You got slow cook. You know what I mean? You can't fast cook, no oxen, man. You gotta slow cook that thing.
Come
Mashed
on.
potatoes. Kind you it's hard to find or something.
Nah, I'm looking through. Oh wait, so it's lucky. I didn't what's it called? Share the screen. It's lucky.
Kind, there we
See
go.
it? Okay, come on.
Yeah, kind. So this big hairy thing right here, that's an oxen.
This one right here, though.
So they got different types, right? That's more so like a cow. The oxen is this thing over here with these crazy horns that stick
This,
out low. No, no,
oh,
no.
this one right here.
Yeah, that's an oxen, right? Or a basin. You feel what I'm saying? Right? Oxen has a family too, It's part of the herd, right? But that's an oxen, that big ass animal right there. Go to the other one that's where he in the grass. Down there to your bottom left. Down, down, down. Right there. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of meat, man. Go look up for me. How much does an oxen weigh? I think they weigh about 600 pounds, 6 to 800 or something like that. I might be mistaken. Damn, you see what I'm saying? That's a lot of meat, bro. It's a
Man.
lot. That's a lot of meat, man.
You
We
got to feed all them Israelites and all them mighty men and all the mighty camps, man,
man, that is a lot. We hey,
and the
look at us,
families and
man.
children.
Man, look at us, man. We just put a 70-pound lamb, on top of the rotisserie. That thing was heavy. Man, look at this, man. Right? You have this little thing with a rope, a pulley. You got like 6 people pulling this thing up, praying that it don't drop, you know. Man, all right. Let's go back to the law.
That's why they
That's
had to
crazy.
put them on. That's why they had to put them on wagons.
Man.
Right? So it was one ox for every two princes or every two heads of each tribe. So that would be what 12 oxes.
Con. 12, let's say it's 2,000. 12 times 2,000, man. That's 20, that's 24,000, that's 24,000 pounds of meat, man.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I'm talking about a turnip, man. When you say a turnip, bro, that's a turnip.
That's right.
Con, go ahead.
Con. Verse 4. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, take it of them, that they may be to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, and thou shalt give them unto the Levites, to every man according to his service.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses took the wagons and the oxen and gave them unto the Levites. 2 wagons and 4 oxen he gave unto the sons of Gershon according to their service.
Con, we just read about Gershon, right? And they get blessed for their things that they have to do, and they eating this. So this type of protein, man, is real good. And Gershon, man, and these different houses, man, they had to be strong, man. Right? When you lifting up as much badger skin as they're lifting up, man, that's heavy, man. You know,
Mhm.
you got these different skins and things like that. Once you like you think your little blanket that's wool is heavy, and you got these blankets with cotton in there and things like that. But if you had,
Even a even a carpet is heavy, man. A carpet is heavy as hell.
yeah, and then when you think about it, man, yeah, like a carpet. But when you got all these different skins and furs, man, it get heavy. You know, go ahead.
Gone. And 4 wagons and 8 oxen he gave unto the sons of Merari,
Mm-hmm.
according unto their service,
Mm-hmm.
under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. But unto the sons of Kohath he gave none,
Mm-hmm.
because the service of the sanctuary belonging unto them was that they should bear upon their shoulders.
Con,
They
con.
already had a
So
lot going on. They already had a strong service that needed their full attention, you know?
not only that, they not moving, they not running yet. You feel what I'm saying? Their service, these people service the Marai and Gershon. Their service is at hand at the moment. Kohath, their service comes in later when we have to run and flee.
Right, yeah. The Kohath, their service was to gather up the most holy things.
Con,
The ark with its covering, covering of blue, the golden candlestick, all these things was belonging to Kohath, so they had no time to be dealing with the oxen. They had the most of important things to handle. That's why it says
con,
belonging unto them was that they should bear upon their shoulders. They already had enough on their plate. That's why the four
con.
wagons, 4 was given unto Merari, and the other set was given, which is totals in 12, was to Gershon.
Yeah, con. All
Con.
praise to the Most High. Yeah, and they already had their thing going on where they gotta carry the holy things
Mm-hmm.
that's covered by those people of Gershon, our
Mm-hmm.
brothers, the Levites, son of Aaron, right? Ooh.
Con. Verse 10. And the princes offered for dedicating, and the princes offered for dedicating of the altar in the day that it was anointed. Even the princes offered their offering before the altar. And the Lord said unto Moses, They shall offer their offering, each prince on his day, for the dedicating of the altar.
Mm-hmm.
And he that offered his offering the first day was Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, of the tribe of Judah.
Mm-hmm.
And his offering was one silver charger, the weight thereof was 130 shekels. One
Man.
silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them were full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering.
Con. And we know the shekel of the sanctuary is what? Wasn't it 50?
Con, 50
Con.
E5 or something like that.
Con.
One spoon of 10 shekels of gold, full of incense.
Man.
One young bullock, one ram, one lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, one kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, five
Golly.
five he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. So the
Man, this
tribe
was
of Judah, man, the tribe of Judah, the head
man.
of them was Nahshon, right? He's the prince of that camp, like we read in Numbers 2, chapter 2 and chapter 3. He was the head of that camp, man. So of
Con.
course, all of his men and all of his men of valor, all his people amongst that camp had a lot going to offer this amount of things, man.
Con. Hey, you ain't no broke people. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We came from a nation of kings and princes, man. Right? We ain't no broke people, man. Right? We
that's
had
right.
bust downs. You feel what I'm saying? And not only a watch, man. We had bust downs of everything.
God,
Look at that.
reading
He
on.
said, man, he said five of everything on top of the one of everything of this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Go ahead, you can read on the
God, verse 18. On the second day, Nathaniel, the son of Zwar, prince of Issachar, did offer.
uh-huh.
He offered for his offering one silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, one silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, one spoon of gold of 10 shekels full of incense, one young bullock, one ram, one lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, one kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nathaniel, the son of Zwar. Come,
So all the princes have to offer this offering, man.
man. Hey, I'll say that after we get down a little more.
Con,
Kind of reminded me of something, right?
con,
On the third day, Eliab, the son of Helon, prince of the children of Zebulun, did offer. His offering was one silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, one silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, one golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense, one young bullock, one ram, one lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, one kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliab the son of Helon. On the fourth day, Elizur the son of Shedwar, prince of the children of Reuben, did offer. His offering was 1 silver charger of the weight of 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil, for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Elizur, the son of Shedwar. On the fifth day, Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai, prince of the children of Simeon, did offer. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil, for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai.
Hey, this is cold blooded, man, because you got all of these princes coming, right? Each prince coming from these different tribes, and it's a turn up with their tribe and the Lord, man, with the Levites, right? It's just to me, man, it's beautiful that the Lord said, okay, on this day, that's for Judah. On this day, that's for Issachar. On this day, that's for Simeon. This day, this is for this tribe. You know, uh, uh, they're not just making this offering for themselves or only for the Levite. Their whole tribe is turning up on this day, man.
Gone. 42. On the sixth day, Eliasaph, the son of Duel, prince of the children of Gad, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger of the weight of 130 shekels, a silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil, for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliasaph the son of Duvel. On the seventh day, Elishama the son of Ammihud, prince of the children of Ephraim, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil, for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Elishama the son of Ammihud. On the eighth day offered Gamaliel the son of Pedazur, prince of the children of Manasseh. His offering was 1 silver charger of the weight of 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering.
Mm-hmm.
1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Gamaliel the son of Pedazur. On the 9th day, Abidan the son of Gideoni, prince of the children of Benjamin, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Abidan the son of Gideoni.
Kai, if you want to, we could just skip down to 89, and we all know that it's going to be the same offering for each one of the princes and each one of the tribes, right? So if you don't mind, we could just go ahead to the end, and close out on the on this portion. But if not,
Con,
we could keep reading through them. But I think
con,
it'll
what,
be I think it'll
yeah,
be
what
me.
I, Slack, go ahead.
I think it'll be
Yeah,
me.
well,
Head down to the bottom. I think it'd be
yeah,
me
well,
too.
what I'm gonna read the names of the ones that offered, right? So on the 10th day, Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai, the prince of the children of Dan, offered, right? Then on the 11th day, Pagiel, the son of Okran, prince of the children of Asher, offered, right? And then that's pretty much it, right? Right here. I think I skipped one. On the 12th day, right? The 12th day, Ahira, the son of Enan, prince of the children of Naphtali, offered,
Mm-hmm.
right? Verse 83, Salakia, 84.
80,
This was
80.
the This was the dedication of the altar and the day when it was anointed by the princes of Israel. 12 chargers of silver, 12 silver bowls, 12 spoons of gold, each charger a vessel weighing 130 shekels, each bowl 70. All the silver vessels weighed 2,400 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. The golden spoons were 12, full of incense, weighing 10 shekels apiece after the shekel of the sanctuary. All the gold of the spoons was 120 shekels. All the oxen, right, for the burnt offering were 12 bullocks, rams 12, the lambs of the first year 12, with their meat offering, and the kid of the goats for a sin offering 12, and all the oxen for the sacrifice of the peace offerings were 20 and 4 bullocks, the rams 60, and he goats 60, the lambs of the first year 60. This was the dedication of the altar. After that, it was anointed. And when Moses was gone into the tabernacle of the congregation to speak with him, then he heard the voice of one speaking unto him from off the mercy seat that was upon the ark of the testimony, from between the 2 cherubims, and he spake unto him.
Con.
And most I had something to say after all those offerings. Oh, I gotta say something.
Yeah. Con.
I'm gonna speak on this. All that we read in here, we will do.
Con. All that we read and hear, we will do. Judges 13 and 2.
It's the book of Judges, chapter 13 and verse 2. And there was a certain man of Zorah of the family of the Danites, whose name was Manoah, and his wife was barren and bare not. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto the woman and said unto her, Behold, now thou art barren and bearest not, but
Mm-hmm.
thou shalt conceive and bear a son. Now therefore beware, I pray thee, and drink not wine nor strong drink, and eat not any unclean thing. For lo, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall come upon his head, for the child shall be a Nazarite unto Yahweh from the womb, and he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines.
Mm-hmm. Con. I got some on this in a second. Go ahead.
God. Then the woman came and told her husband, saying, A man of God came unto me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of Yahweh, very terrible. But I asked him not whence he was, neither told he me his name. But he said unto me, Behold, thou shalt conceive, and bear a son. And now drink no wine nor strong drink, neither eat any unclean thing, for the child shall be a Nazarite to Yahweh from the womb to the day of his death. Verse 8. Then Manoah,
Before you keep going, you go to 1 Samuel chapter 6, chapter 2 and verse 6.
the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2 and verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
Uh-huh.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
So he already brought us down to the grave. He killeth and maketh alive. He made Samson alive, right? He bring it down to the grave, right? He brought us down to the grave through the hands of the Philistines, right? And now he's about to bring us a savior, a Messiah, a redeemer, which is going to be Samson.
Uh-huh. Come, real quick, verse 7. Yahweh maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. Mm.
So that's what the Lord is working on right now through uh, our beloved sister, right, and her husband and Samson.
Uh, verse 8. Right. Then Manoah entreated Yahweh and said, O my Lord, let the man of God which thou didst send come again unto us, and teach us what we shall do unto the child that shall be born. And God hearkened to the voice of Manoah, and the angel of God came again unto the woman as she sat in the field. But Manoah her husband was not with her. And the woman made haste, and ran, and showed her husband, and said unto him, Behold, the man hath appeared unto me, that came unto me the other day. And Manoah arose and went after his wife, and came to the man, and said unto him, Art thou the man that spakest unto the woman? And he said, I am. Come on. And Manoah said, Let thy words come to pass. How shall we order the child, and how shall we do unto him? And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, Of all that I said unto the woman, let her beware. She may not eat of anything that cometh of the vine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean thing. All that I commanded her, let her observe.
And this is cold because the only reason why he explaining this to her and to the man, to the father, right, is because he's a Nazarite from conception. So soon as the sperma hits the egg, right? That baby is a living soul. So the baby could not, because from conception, the baby cannot have wine, strong drink, unclean food. He's holy unto the Lord from conception, right? So for you women that's getting these abortions, man, you killing a living soul that the Lord has chosen to do something inside of the earth, right?
Man,
I just wanted to bring that out right quick.
man, that's a deep one. That's right. Verse 15. And Manoah said unto the angel of Yahweh, I pray thee, let us detain thee until we shall have made ready a kid for thee. Right? Verse 16. And the angel of Yahweh said unto Manoah, though thou detain me, I will not eat of thy bread. And if thou wilt offer a burnt offering, thou must offer it unto Yahweh. For Manoah knew not that he was an angel of Yahweh. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, what is thy name? That when thy sayings come to pass, we may do thee honor. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is a secret?
Mm-hmm.
So Manoah took a kid with a meat offering and offered it upon a rock unto Yahweh. And the angel did wondrously, and Manoah and his wife looked on. For it came to pass, when the flame went up toward heaven from off the altar, that the angel of Yahweh ascended in the flame of the altar.
Mm-hmm.
And Manoah and his wife looked on it and fell on their faces to the ground.
Giving
Hmm,
reverence, man, giving reverence unto the power and the powers of heaven, that came down and gave them and delivered them this word and this child, man, that's gonna
that's right.
save, that's gonna save the children of Israel from the hand of the Philistines.
That's right. That's right. And not only that, that's also correct. But to add on that, right here where it says they fell on their faces to the ground. Hey man, they put their noses straight to the floor, man, because they seen something that they felt in their spirit they weren't worthy to
Worthy.
see,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the angel of Yahweh did no more appear to Manoah and to his wife. Then Manoah knew that he was an angel of Yahweh. And Manoah said unto his wife, we shall surely die because we have seen God. Oh man, see? That was like, oh man. I ain't trying to look at that like
Yeah, we
if
might die,
fear
man.
the Lord. Yeah.
Yeah, we might die, man. Cause go to that precept right quick.
Which one do you want?
Shall not live.
Okay. It's Exodus 34, I believe.
As in Exodus.
It's 33. Exodus 33 and verse the see the face or see the mercy seat.
The face.
Okay, come on. Exodus 33 and 20. And he said, thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live.
And what?
And live.
So that's what our beloved sister and brother was saying in their heart. You can't look up on his face and, and live. So they're like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if it is Yahweh or not, but I'm not taking my chances. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You could go ahead back to Judges. I just wanted to get that one
Con.
quick precept.
Reading on. Verse 23. But his wife said unto him, If Yahweh were pleased to kill us, he would not have received a burnt offering and a meat offering at our hands.
Mm-hmm.
Neither would he have showed us all these things, nor would, as at this time, have told us such things as these.
Yeah, so if it was that serious and he wanted to kill us, you know, hey, he would have did so before saying all of this. You know what I mean? He wants us to live because he wants this to come to pass, right? So
Right.
don't be basically telling his wife, don't be scared. You know,
Mm-hmm.
don't be scared. This is the Lord, doing what he needs to do, man.
She said that to him. Uh,
Oh, that was the wife said that?
yeah, the wife said that to him.
All right, Salaki.
Uh, talk to us. Right, verse 24. And the woman bare a son and called his name Samson. And the child grew, and Yahweh blessed him. Let's
Mm-hmm.
get that real quick. Let's get that.
And you know what's
Right.
cold? Probably the whole time she was breastfeeding them and stuff too. She couldn't eat these things and drink wine and things like that.
That's right.
She probably
It,
took it a step forward further.
hmm it means like the sun.
Samson, like the son,
hmm
right? And we know who else was like the son. You feel what I'm saying? The actual son, the first begotten son. But yeah, he's a savior, man. That bright light in the ways of darkness, man. About
Man,
to
hey, I was watching that movie, man. He was going through a lot of similarities to what Yahweh Shai went through, man.
Yep.
Getting beat down, getting chained up, whipped, what's it called? Made an example in front of everybody. He's walking through the crowd. They was throwing rocks at him.
Man.
Oh man,
Plucked out his eyes
yeah, man. Kind of going back.
and
There's a lot
still
of
came and
parallels.
still and still came up on top.
Mm-hmm.
About to die, chained up, man. Still came up on top, man. Pulled down the pillars, just like
Yeah,
Yahweh tore down the temple. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's
Hey,
right.
man, we've been having messiahs, man. But we just
Mm-hmm.
have that one great, big, holy, giant Messiah, which is Yahweh Shah.
That's right. Red Tide. That's right. Shalom. My brother Tamash. Shalom. Verse 25. And the spirit of Yahweh began to move him at times in the camp of Dan between Zorah and Estol. Eshtaol. Eshtaol. Right? Khan. Yeah, man. Go watch that movie, man. Samson, the movie. Of course, they got these characters mixed up and all of that, but all you got to do is just, understand that those was our people, but the subject matter is still in place, man.
Khan. And the thing with Delilah, man, that portion, man, that was beautiful, man. The way that they brought that out in the movie, man. They really
Mm-hmm.
brought that thing to life, man.
All right, moving on, moving on.
Khan, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
All praises to the Most High, man. I didn't even know we were going so good into it, man. I didn't
Yeah,
even realize, man. Woo, that make you want more, man.
uh-huh. All right, y'all. We at the last of the tour portions. Y'all still on the same ship, man. Hey, help us dock to that shore, man.
Man, that's
We
fried.
almost there. We in this thing together, man.
That's fried. Made us
Con,
get
it's
ready. I think she's doing
it's the
good.
it's the book of Luke, chapter 1. This is verse 11. Yeah, 11. Book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 11. And there appeared unto him an angel of the Lord standing on the right side of the altar of incense. And when Zechariah saw him, he was troubled, and fear fell upon him. But the angel said unto him, Fear not, Zechariah, For thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son, and thou shalt call his name John.
Time once again, man. Before the child is even soon as matter of fact, I think this what I think it be, man. This is my own opinion. I think as soon as they have the sex, the angel come in and like, hey, this thing is of the Lord. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because when we see it with Samson, she was already they conceived already. Soon as they, soon as the spirit went into that child, I think that's when the angel come, bro. And I'm just making
Man,
an assumption. I'm just making an assumption. Don't take. I'm not saying that that's the scriptures, but it's just the way that it's been coming. Even with Yahushua, we know that Yahushua was already conceived. And then when we see John, we seeing that he was already conceived, right? And then when we read about Samson, he had to been already conceived with the seed of copulation, man.
mm-hmm.
Just when you use common sense and put two and two together, man, it seems like this is when the angel cometh, man. Because if he would have came after, right, like way after the seed was already consumed, it was already conceived. Uh, that baby might have had wine when it came to Samson, and his Nazarite would have been broken from the womb. So it had to been like soon as it happened. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. Come on, that what they say, that spark of that light.
That spark of that light, man.
Yeah, that life, man. Come. But she said, it said, thou shalt bear thee a son, shall call his name John, which means Yahweh is a gracious giver.
Man,
Come. And what did Yahweh give through Samson? So,
salvation,
someone that was like the son.
salvation.
Mm-hmm. Come, going back, right? And thou shalt have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice at his birth.
Mm, mm, mm.
For he shall be great in the sight of the Lord, and shall drink neither wine nor strong drink, and he shall be filled with the Holy Spirit, even from his mother's womb.
So even John was born of the Holy Spirit, but is he not Zacharias' son? Yeah, he's Zacharias' son. Yahushua was born of the Spirit, man, right? Of the Holy Spirit. Is Yahushua not the son of Joseph? No, he's the son of Joseph, right? But they're just born and conceived of the Holy Spirit, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And many of the children of Israel shall he turn to the Lord their God.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how I don't say the Lord everybody, God.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And he shall go before him in the spirit and power of Elias.
Damn, I didn't even know that precept was there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's how you know I need to be concentrating a little bit more when I read. So, like you.
To turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the disobedient to the wisdom of the just, to make ready a people prepared for the Lord.
And that's why that's why he's John the Baptist, right? Because his main mission was to bring people to repentance before Yahweh Shai even was brought on the scene in a high manner. You feel what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shai had to go into Egypt, he had to do these other little things. So while he was dealing with that portion of his life, John was doing his due diligence, bringing people to repentance.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Con. Verse 18. And Zechariah said unto the angel, whereby shall I know this? For I am an old man, and my wife well stricken in years.
We
And the
both
angel,
old, man. I think there was 90 or something like that, 60 and 90 or something like that.
Con, right? 19. And the angel answering said unto him, I am Gabriel, that stand in the presence of Yahweh, and am sent to speak unto thee and to show thee these glad tidings.
Man, that's the good news, man.
Mm,
This is the good news, man.
man.
And you don't really
And
see that much, man.
yeah,
You see Raphael announce himself, you see Gabriel announce himself, and you see Uriel announce himself, but you don't see this often, man. When an angel come, man, just like that other angel we just read about. You feel what I'm saying?
and Samson, yeah.
That could have been the same way as that could have been Gabriel, right, through the spirit, bringing that message, man. Because we know these certain angels do certain things. Like Raphael, he's one that interprets the prayer,
Hmm.
right?
That's right. That's right. We learn about that in the book of Tobit. That's right. Can I read on? Can. Verse 20. And behold, thou shalt be dumb and not able to speak until the day that these things shall be performed,
Because
because thou
thou believest
believest
not.
not my words, which shall be fulfilled in their season. Man, you gonna believe in that day?
He
In
said
that
these
day
things.
it shall speak.
Yeah, God. He said these things is definitely coming to pass, man. Because you didn't believe the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Hey, man, you're gonna be deaf for a season,
Con, this is a quick little precept. Habakkuk
or
2,
or
something about
or dumb, not able to speak, right?
Habakkuk 2, right? It says right here, this is the part I want, right? Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. This could also be applied to that. You know,
Ah,
when you could open your eyes and see again, then you're gonna know that it shall speak and not lie. What are we talking about? The vision of
Con.
Zacharias.
The same thing. Yep, the same thing
So when
that
you so
Gabriel, the
mm-hmm,
same thing that Gabriel showed to Zacharias.
right.
Is going to
So we're
speak and
using the
not lie.
scripture as a third fold on that manner. Con, that's it. That's it. 20 up.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All praises to the Most High, man. Another Shabbat class done, finished,
Con.
man.
Hold on, I
Uh,
got something right there real quick. 1 Corinthians 2 and 10 from Red Tide. But God hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searches all things, yea, the deep things of Yahweh. Man,
con,
beautiful precept, man. Yeah,
beautiful.
everything stems from the Lord, man. Go ahead out.
Nah, it's cool.
Yeah, everything stems for the Lord, man. That's that Sirach 2 and 1, or Sirach chapter 1, verse 1. All wisdom and all things come from the power of Yahweh, man. You know? The ultimate authority. You know, yeah, that's right. He
Con,
declares the decrees. He's the one that gives the orders out. Yeah, beautiful precept, Red Tide. And the water for you being in here, man, and eating this full meal, this full course of this bread with us. All praises to the Most High, man.
call out Yahweh, man.
Uh, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, with that, we closing out this Shabbat services class. We'll be here next week, y'all. You know, and have a Shabbat Shalom, the rest of y'all Shabbat, man. Peaceful blessings to the children out there scattered abroad. Keep it door to the end. Peace, love, and safety to all y'all, man. And with that, Shalawam.
Kwam Yasharahla.
Kom Yashala.